Okay, YouTubers, so I drew up a list of all the things I want out of my boots. And I want them to be black. I like a zip up the side, I like nice high boots, I like the looks of those. I want anti-slip grips, oil resistant, obviously steel or some sort of toe cap for work. I don't like boots being made in China. You know, ideally I like British made boots and all the rest of it. And I'm finding it's pretty impossible to get everything that I want, but these sail pretty close to what I want. So I thought I'd try them, and a couple of people have recommended them. Also, they sort of match now, because I do wear, ta-da, Dickies trousers. I've always worn my trousers from Dickies, so now I've got boots that match my trousers as well. And a bit of good news is I bought these about 4 months ago. My Magnums was starting to show signs of splitting, so I thought they're not going to last long, so I started looking for my next pair and I found these, and they are normally 120 quid, but due to the virusy thing and all the rest of it, there was a sale on and they were 60 quid, half price. I thought, buy them now. I'm going to buy them anyway, and I might as well buy them on the half price, aren't I? You know, you get a lot of places, you know, the half price sales and clearance sales, and they're only getting rid of the crap, and it's only a bargain if you actually want the thing that was in the sale. Otherwise you just end up with a house full of junk that you paid half price for. Right, so let's open them up, shall we? There they be. As of the moment, unused. First things first, I've got my zip. One of the things I liked from the caterpillars, I discovered that when I bought my caterpillars, how handy that is. So I only have to do the laces up once, and if I want a 15-minute kip in my bed, I just unzip, slot my feet out, and job done. Right, we'll get them out. We'll get them out. So they're black, one tick. They're the style that I like. That's tick number 2. They've got the zip up the side. And the other thing I like as well is that I like a proper, I can get my finger in there and tug them on. So many boots, you just have a tiny little flappy bit there, you can't grip it at all. That, I can get my hand in there and give it a damn good tug up if I need to. That's what I want. All boots should have a proper thing, like not a silly little flap thing you can hardly grip. They have the anti-slip, oil resistant sole, which is another good thing. The only thing I couldn't manage, and I say I like them to be made in the UK, they're not made in the UK. I'll try and get the close-up for you. Can you see that? If you look at the very bottom, you will see that they are made in China. So yeah, I got most of what I want. I say it wasn't perfect. They're black. They're the style that I want. They've got the zip up the side. They've got the thing I can tug. They've got the anti-slip. I couldn't get them made in the UK though. But so many places like Dr. Martin, you think they're made in the UK, they're not, they're made in China. And so many companies do that. Right, so they look pretty much spot on anyways to what I want. How comfortable are they? Well, I can't tell you that just yet. I shall post another video, well, I shall update this video in about 3 months of wearing them and let you know how they feel. I also know I've been doing a lot of wrong in my videos, my boot videos. What they lack is some model shots. So what I need to do is some modelling shots of the boots in action. I have contacted a few models. I say contacted, I've left a few messages on their answering machines, but they don't seem to be getting back to me. So it looks like I'm going to have to model the boots myself. Stand by for modelling shots, YouTubers. The casually looking at my watch catalogue cool pose. So it's been 3 months. What are they like? I'm actually quite happy with them. They're very good, actually, nice and comfy. I've worn them for 3 months now. So I always do a review after 3 months because you've got a good feel for what a boot's like. Then after 3 months, you really know them. 3 months of 15-hour days, and you do know them really well. And I've never had a boot not last 3 months yet, so I always do 1-3. I do them new from opening and then a 3 month. Right, so I shall talk to you a bit about them, how I feel. So yeah, I've got the zips down these ones and they're lovely, and unlike the Magnums or the Caterpillars, I've got this lovely thing here so I can get my fingers in and give them a damn good yank up, which makes them a lot easier to get on and off. So for getting on and off, a lot easier than the Magnums and the Cats as well, because the Cats only had a little tiny flappy bit there which you couldn't grip properly. So I am impressed with that. It's something I do like about them. So far there's no signs of any splits, and there's absolutely no trouble with the tops. There's no blisters. I'm getting no rubs or pains in them, so they are comfortable. I wouldn't say they were any more comfortable than the Cats or the Magnums. There's no problems with them though. The grips are good. I'm not sliding about anywhere, and that is about 3 months worth of wear. No signs, dropping it. There are no signs of any splits or anything as yet, which is good. The only thing I would say, and it might not necessarily be a bad thing, the soles aren't as cushioned as the Magnums or the Caterpillars. When you're walking them, you can feel a lot more. I can feel all the stones, and I can feel a lot more powers. When you jump out the trailer, it does sting your feet a little bit. So yeah, they're not as cushioned. They're not as they look as thick when you look at them, put them side by side, but they're not. You can feel a lot more through them. So yeah, personally, I would like a little more cushioning, and the Caterpillars were spot on, and the Magnums were spot on with that. They do. First thing I noticed when I put them on is the sole felt a lot thinner, and I could feel a lot more. On the good side of that though, when it comes to driving, you can feel the pedals. I can feel the pegs on the motorbike as well. So for motorbiking and driving, that is actually a good thing. However, for me, there's just a little, perhaps it's a personal thing. You might love that. And I would recommend them for driving in, and they're good for driving in, and they are good on the motorbike as well. So if you want them for motorbike or for driving, spot on. But yeah, they are a little bit thinner. But that said, the grip is good. I'm not sliding about the anti-slip stuff. I'm not sliding about by the fuel pumps or by the wash. All good. So, little niggle soles. Not quite as thick as I would like. I personally would like a little bit more cushioning, like the Caterpillars or the Magnums. On the thumbs up side that the Cats and the Mags don't have is the bit here where you can give them a good tug. The Caterpillars had the zip, the Magnums didn't. So yeah, I like the zip and being able to tug them on. And I can get these on really easily, as I shall now demonstrate. So there we go, whack him on. Get my finger through, good tug in, he's on, zip up, job done, boot is on. Doesn't get any simpler than that, does it? So yeah, I'm loving them. I'll just see how long they last now. Eh? Will they last the time? This is the question. This is the thing I can't answer, and this is why my videos take so long to do, because obviously I don't know how long they'll go until they die, do they? So we shall wear them until the end. The working man with a chainsaw pose. He's 6 months old, and they actually turned 6 months old Christmas Day. So they're 6 months and a couple of days old now. There isn't a product placement going on, but being Christmas, there was a Toblerone there. There are other chocolates available. There was a Terry's chocolate orange not so long ago, but I've finished that off. I'm now feeling a bit fat. Also, I've got my cup of tea, and it's doing some horrendous things out there. The weather is not good. So we're in my front porch rather than on the bonnet of the Land Rover today. Unfortunately, it's a bit echoey in my front porch, but such is life. I can sit here in comfort with my tea and my Toblerone. That's how professional I am. Right, so 6 months old, how are they doing? They're doing alright actually. I've just given them a good clean, especially for you chaps on the video. I give them a normal clean with a brush, and to get these bits and the rubber, I just go with a stiff bristle brush. That's all I need to do. And the uppers are very good. I've got no trouble with them. There's no splits as yet. The zip is working fine. I'm loving them. Easily to clean. I've got my little thing there so I can pull them up. All good. Again, no splits. All good again. And say they clean up quite nicely as well. Normally they are caked in cack. But they clean up nicely with a brush. It's not too hard. The underside are going a tiny bit. So if you look at the heel there, the rubber's worn through a tiny bit there. And again, just there, they're wearing a tiny bit. Not so much of the side where the ball of my foot is normally. The tread is good though. It's just those bits have worn through a tiny bit. Those bits. However, 6 months, there's no leaks. These are the same, the back of the heel's gone a bit, it's worn through, the rubber's worn through. Starting to go a tiny bit there, if you can see that. We're starting to go a tiny bit. Not as bad as the other one, that's actually my right foot, which normally wears out more. For some reason, my left foot. What happens is, you'd think your right one would wear out quicker. In most cases with the boots, they do. I must have a heavier left leg or something. I don't know. But yes, they're going very well at the moment. I'm quite happy with them. I've still got the Dickies trousers that I bought with them as well. And they're going rather well, so I'm matching. Normally, if you see me, they are a little bit muddier than this. As I've got a disgusting muddy driveway, and there's lots of puddles out there at the moment. So, likes about them. Well, they clean up nicely. They are comfortable. And unlike the other boots, I've got the thing there I can yank them on with, and I've got the zip, so I can get them on nice and easy. Easy to get on and off with that and the zip. Those are the likes. The bad thing, if there was a bad thing, and it could go either way, it's personal choice, as I do feel that the sole is a bit thin. They do feel a bit thin compared to the Cats or the Magnums. I can't remember what the boots I've had now. I've had a few boots now. Yeah, but the soles, they do feel a little bit thin. I can feel every pebble, you know, every little thing in the ground when I'm walking around in them. But there is a good side to that as well, and people might appreciate the good side more than they don't, and that is that I can feel the controls of the lorry, I can feel the controls of the car, I can ride the motorbike in them, and I can feel the pegs nicely. So there is good feel through the boots. But I suppose it's personal choice. I just think I can feel a bit too much through them. When I had the Hogs, I couldn't feel a thing. It's like my feet were numb. I couldn't feel the controls to the lorry or the car, and I couldn't ride the bike in them because I just had no feeling down there. They were so thick, but they were comfortable to walk around in. I had no feeling in them at all. These have gone a little bit too far the other way, I personally feel. But yes, it's a personal thing, it's my opinion. You may disagree with that, and that is your choice. Right, so they've lasted 6 months. Will they last another 6 months? Will they last a year? Will they beat the Hogs? They lasted a year and 7 months. So will they last that another 3 times? Ooh, let's find out, shall we? The leaning against an old pickup truck pose. update, we're on about 8 months and they are starting, oh I'm in shadow aren't we, they are starting to go just there, look. There's a small, they're not leaking, I'll try and get it out of the shadow. So there we go, we're in shadow aren't we? It's the camera, hang on, I'll turn around this way. Is that better? Yeah, it's starting to go, that's starting to go. There's a spot, it's not all the way through so they're not leaking yet. There's a small split developing just there, so that's gone as well. They're starting to go, 8 months. I don't reckon they'll last a year. That's so, they have outlasted the Doc Martens, the Grinders, the Cats and the Magnums, so they're not doing too bad, are they? But yes, key development there, very important. Right then, so I did a quickie last one to say they were starting to go. This one started to go a tiny bit as well now, me right one. It's not leaking or anything, but it's just the sole is starting to self-destruct. And on my right foot, there is a small split there as well. Don't know if you can see that. It's not leaking yet, but there is a small split just there. There she is. So yeah, I don't think these are going to last a year. Other than that, it's all good. On that side, it's fine. There's no split on that side. There's no split there. But that's what the sole looks like. And it doesn't leak as yet. This one, there's no split. It's all good both sides. But the sole's in a worse state. It's my left foot, so if you can see that, it is definitely starting to go now. I think they're on the way out. They are starting to fail now. They're definitely starting to go. Not leaking yet though, although we've not had any rain for a while. I did put them on and I stood in an inch deep bucket of water the weekend, and I still had dry feet, so they're not leaking, but for how much longer I don't know, because that's quite a nice split there, isn't it? Almost looks like it's all the way through. I would say it's probably 90% of the way through, that split. There must be the tiniest amount of rubber stopping the water going through now. But yeah, it's definitely going. The splits there as well, and I can pull that down. That pulls down as well. I can put my finger through there. So yeah, it's definitely on its way. Definitely on its way. Can't see them lasting a year anyway. But that's the shred on that one. And that is my left foot. So strangely, my left foot is going worse than my right foot. And I've had a few people say it's the pedals of the truck. Well, it's an auto. Don't know where you can see that. There's no clutch. There's an accelerator and a brake. There's no clutch. So if it's the pedals, how come the left foot is going more than the right foot? So I think it's more likely to be the steps on the truck. You know, when you're in and out on the steps, I think it'd be more likely to be them than the actual pedals. That's my opinion anyway. Or the decking on the back. You got the metal decking on the back. That'd be more likely to churn the soles up, because I've both feet on them, not just the one. And the pedals are they've got rubber things on them, so they won't do that much damage, will they? Right, we'll see how long they last now. I don't think it'll be much longer. I best start looking at new boots, I think, and get something ready. The adventure pose. I have got wet feet. I think they're dead now. Well, they're dead. I'd say 9 months they lasted. And this is my right one. Good on the outside edge. There is a nice little split just there. That's now all the way through. But the main thing is underneath. It's completely gone there, there. It's all gone. I am now getting wet feet. Heel, not too bad. It has gone a tiny bit. That's where it's gone, and there's a split there. So I'm now getting wet feet. My left foot, again, you can see where it's gone. It's gone just here, same place. Both feet have gone together on this. Again, the heel, not so bad. But yeah, they've gone. So 9 months for the Dickies. On the good side, the trousers are good. They're lasting very well. So you can see that. There we go. Yeah, trousers I recommend. The only trouble with the trousers is I don't like these bits. I did think about cutting them off. No, I like zip pockets. Just when I do my morning warm up, I do my triple back flip with spin landing. All the money falls out my pockets, or when I'm climbing into the trailer. Yeah, I do prefer zip pockets. But yeah, that's it for those. So new boots ordered. I think the main thing, I've had 1 or 2 people say it's the pedals. I think it's decking that does it. You know, when you're climbing on at the back, I think that this stuff rips the hell out of the soles. And the same with the steps, climbing in and out. I think these play havoc with the soles as well. And I do a lot of walking on these sorts of surfaces, so I think they wreck the soles quite a lot. I think that's one of the problems. But yeah, people do say the pedals, but it's an automatic, so the left one wouldn't go. And they are pedals of the truck are just like pedals of the car. Right, that'd be that then. Time for the next one. Boots seem to be, they last 6, 7, 8 months. Doesn't matter which ones you buy, and they're all made in China. Despite them being a British or American company, Dickies are American. So I'm going to try something slightly different next, because it's getting a little bit boring now, and it's kind of predictable. I'll buy a well-known brand that'll be made in China, and they'll last 6, 7, 8 months. So I'm going to try something a tiny bit different for the next one. Keep an eye out for the next boot video after this one. Right, thanks for watching. Toodaloo. Looking sexy, lying on the bonnet of a car. Pose.